Back home now, and the death toll from a major rain event in Queensland's southeast has risen to 5 as an evacuation order is issued for parts of Gympie. Claire Todd-Hunter is live in Brisbane for us. Claire, what do we know about the latest victim?
Well, Anna, an extensive search was launched at 10 o'clock last night after the alarm was raised for this 37-year-old man who had become stranded on a local road at Gympie near Gympie. He had become stranded by floodwaters before his car was washed away, and that search ramped up this morning, joined by police divers, water police and QFES swiftwater rescue teams. Sadly, though, police did confirm a couple of hours ago his body was recovered this afternoon. It's the third flood-related death in southeast Queensland in the last 24 hours. An SES volunteer who was killed while responding to a family's call for help near Ipswich has been identified as 62-year-old Merrill Dre. Investigations are also underway after a man in his 50s was found dead in floodwaters in Brisbane's inner south. Brisbane has experienced its wettest 24 hours since 1974. There were 226 millimetres recorded in the 24 hours to 9 o'clock this morning, and it hasn't stopped since then, and there is a major flood warning in place for parts of the Brisbane River. As you can see behind me, the river is moving very fast. We've seen a lot of debris. It's been mostly logs and tree branches. We've also got a boat floating past that seems to have become dislodged. We also saw a large part of a pontoon past moments ago as well. There are also concerns for the Sunshine Coast. It's bracing for flood levels not seen since 1992, so 30 years ago. But what's of the most concern is Gympie. An evacuation order has been issued for parts of Gympie this afternoon. Flood levels are expected to be worse at the Merry River than the 21 metres reached in 1999. So the Premier did announce that flood evacuation this afternoon, affecting 700 residents.
If we don't do this now, people will become isolated and trapped. So we are proactively putting out the emergency alerts today in conjunction with the local disaster management group. And of course, I think people would understand that this is incredibly important at this stage.
And this rain event had initially been expected to peak on Friday, but is moving a lot slower than initially expected, which has left the system hovering over the southeast corner and not expected to start easing until late tomorrow afternoon. There are currently nearly 1,000 road closures right across the southeast. Authorities say the danger of the conditions can't be overstated.
Now is not the time to be out and about on our roads unless you absolutely have to. If it's flooded, forget it. We really need people to stay in place where they can and remain safe. This event is not going to finish soon, and we do not want to lose any more people.
Authorities say the number and severity of these flood warnings right across the southeast are only expected to increase over the next 24 hours. Queenslanders are being told to keep an eye out for all the latest information.